You would think that a government whose express purpose is to make America great again would also stay away from increasing insurance premiums. The average American spent about $27,000 in healthcare costs and premiums last year. It was a 6% increase from 2024 and is expected to go up again in 2026 by another 6 to 11%. Your health and property and casualty insurance bills can go up every year because they are renewable. It means your contract of coverage is only guaranteed for 1 year, and when that year passes, the company can come back to you and renegotiate their prices with you, i.e. probably raise them. And because, of course, health insurance or property casualty isn't a recommendation, it is a necessity, you're probably going to accept those changes. This is why we do not source, recommend, or implement renewable term life insurance policies for clients. Because no matter how small that premium starts out, it snowballs over time and ends up trapping you in this cycle of you not wanting to leave it, either because you have some sort of health condition that would preclude you from other coverage, or because you're now older than when you were when you took the renewable term out. And so to switch over to a plan that doesn't increase in premium would still require an immediate higher premium, one in which you cannot pay, and so you just continue to hold on to the renewable term plan hoping that you can keep up with the increasing costs. Increasing insurance premiums means that the very Americans who you want to make great are now becoming less economically stable. And in case you didn't know, that is what this government shutdown is centering around. There was an enormous amount of healthcare subsidies injected into the economy right after COVID and in the Inflation Reduction Act. Not only are many of those set to expire in this new budget, but also the new budget calls for cutting non-defense discretionary spending. So that doesn't mean saving you tax revenue. Overall budget is still sitting at about $1.6 trillion, which is just a nominal increase from last year. Money is now being shuffled away from departments like Health and Human Services, Commerce, Interior, Energy, Education, Housing and Urban Development. You know, a lot of the things that you would think Americans that want to be great would need. If you're a listener of Tucker or Young Turks, I bet you can guess what department received that shuffling of money. It was indeed a $113 billion raise for the Department of Defense. Considering the amount of arms and money we've sent to Ukraine, Israel, and Navy strike carrier group we have sitting off Venezuela costs roughly $7 and $9 million a day, we're probably going to use every bit of that. So I don't know, man. I would have liked to have thought that just on my very small, trying to run my small business level, whose mission is actually not to make my clients great, but to make the Chesapeake Bay great again. Even I understand that I can't be setting up those clients to fail with increasing premiums in their life insurance policies. I would have liked to have thought that the leaders of the world's most powerful and richest nation would have understood that as well.